fairy on the mountain warmly greets you. Have you ever noticed that whether a woman has a good destiny or not can be seen through her words and actions? From gestures, attire, and language to behavior, everything reveals a person's level of energy and blessings. For those with cultivation, it's unnecessary to speak. Just observing their posture and demeanor can partially reflect their state of mind. This cannot be hidden. A woman, in her roles as both wife and mother, can determine the prosperity or decline of the entire family. Her ability to maintain self-discipline is the measure of her cultivation. Women are inherently associated with yin energy, and yin needs to know how to conceal itself. What does this mean? Here's a simple example. In the sweltering summer, some women dress revealingly for comfort or to show off their figure. However, remember that the more modest the attire, the better. Women who dress too revealingly often deplete their energy, causing their aura and charm to dissipate. Men symbolize the sky, while women symbolize the earth. If the earth does not know how to preserve itself, it will become a desert. Can a desert grow lush forests? Women who cannot maintain themselves often lack blessings. Blessed women have a secret that not everyone knows. Intelligent women in middle age do not rely on their husbands, and in old age they do not depend on their children. Instead, they know how to enrich themselves. Some may ask, I don't have money. How can I enrich myself? I will share a way that doesn't cost a thing yet can still help you enrich yourself. By following it, your life will become clearer and happier. The smart way for women to enrich themselves is to learn to preserve. Preservation here is not just about accumulating material wealth, but also about changing your mindset and lifestyle. Particularly, if you know how to preserve the following, your blessings will deepen over time. 1. Stop complaining. Everything that happens is objective. The difference lies in how each person perceives it, influenced by individual benefits and viewpoints. Life is never perfect. The only thing you can control is your own mood. Dwelling in resentment drags people into a vortex of endless suffering. Complaining once might evoke sympathy, but constant whining irritates others. Women with good destiny are not free from difficulties, but they refrain from complaining. They keep negative thoughts to themselves, radiate positive energy, and attract good things in the future. 2. Let go of laziness. Human nature leans toward laziness. Everyone wants to avoid unpleasant tasks, but laziness only diminishes the quality of life. A woman with a good destiny doesn't necessarily have superior skills, but she undoubtedly puts in more effort than others. Ideals, no matter how beautiful, are mere fantasies without effort. Hard work is the ladder to your goals. Women who overcome laziness and push themselves to be diligent gradually improve themselves and achieve a better life. On the other hand, those with bad luck often just talk without action. You may deceive yourself, but you cannot deceive life. 3. Abandon envy. Seeing others live well, some admire, while others envy. This stems from the natural desire for a better life, which is understandable. However, if envy is not restrained and manifests as sarcastic or bitter remarks, it will only cause others to resent you. Women with good destiny never act in such unrefined ways. Instead of being envious, they sincerely wish others well. They understand that one day, they too will achieve their desires. Learning to let go of envy and transforming it into a drive for a better life is the right approach. A broader perspective helps you avoid being trapped in trivial matters. The world is vast, and there are many people more talented than you. Knowing your position is key to lasting happiness. 4. Keep family matters private. When you share your secrets with the wind, don't blame it for carrying them across the forest. Wise women don't easily share their family matters with outsiders. They understand that such stories can quickly become topics of gossip and ridicule. In reality, apart from parents, family, and a few close friends, hardly anyone truly wishes you well. Some, when hurt within their families, confide in friends or colleagues, even belittling their spouses. However, exposing your partner's flaws to outsiders is a grave mistake. Since a husband and wife are a unified entity, protecting family secrets safeguards not only your loved ones but also yourself. The quality of your life and happiness depends not on outsiders but on your family. 5. Preserve your assets. Everyone desires wealth and luxury, but society today often sees people flaunting their possessions, especially on social media. Those who show off their wealth online don't realize that doing so is neither smart nor safe and could even ruin their future. In recent years, there have been cases where individuals lost everything overnight after flaunting their riches. Whether you have money or not is your private matter. There's no need to show it off to the world. Knowing how to preserve your assets is a great skill, a high-level wisdom in human interaction. As the renowned writer Somerset Maugham once said, "What you must overcome is vanity and the desire to show off. You must restrain the small urge to flaunt your intelligence to draw attention." Flaunting wealth once may satisfy vanity, but repeatedly doing so could destroy an otherwise good life. Whether rich or poor, try to live well without excessive display. Even if you're truly wealthy, flaunting your fortune may attract admiration in the short term but will bring endless troubles in the long run. Your assets are for you to know. It's unnecessary to broadcast them to the world. 6. Control your emotions. Some people do not know how to manage their emotions. Their joy, sadness, anger, or excitement is evident in their expressions or words. This makes them vulnerable to being manipulated or exploited. Smart women understand that emotional control not only protects themselves but also maintains peace in life. When faced with difficulties, they learn to stay calm, avoid impulsive reactions, and think carefully before making decisions. They understand that letting emotions dictate actions can lead to unnecessary mistakes. Conclusion: women with a good destiny are not simply lucky or shaped by circumstances. Their blessings result from continuous cultivation and effort in their thoughts, lifestyles, and behavior. The prosperity and happiness of their families or personal lives largely depend on their ability to preserve valuable aspects, from material possessions to spiritual wealth. This not only brings success but also makes them a source of inspiration for those around them. Finding someone to confide in. There are people who seek someone to talk to or share their feelings with anyone they meet. However, they don't realize that in this world, no one can fully understand the emotions of another person. There was once a man who frequently posted his negative emotions on social media. Initially, he received sympathy and consolation from friends, but gradually, people started feeling annoyed and even blocked his updates. Whether it was an argument with his wife, frustration over his child's lack of academic effort, late-night depression, or a conflict with his mother, he shared it all on social media. Eventually, no one understood him and no one truly cared. Some people were indifferent, while others treated his posts as a source of amusement. When his sharing didn't elicit concern, he felt even more miserable. But the truth remains, very few people genuinely care about your emotions. Sharing with the wrong people can even make you the subject of ridicule. Sharing happiness with the wrong people may come across as boasting. Sharing sorrow may be perceived as weakness or a joke. Ultimately, he realized that his joy or sorrow was irrelevant to others. Instead, he focused on living a more authentic life. As his mindset improved, conflicts diminished. He no longer worried about his child's studies, had a more harmonious relationship with his mother, and didn't feel sad when no one on social media asked how he was doing. He found himself, the reality of life. There is no need to expose your emotions, whether happy or sad, to everyone. Few truly care about you. Most only offer judgments or, worse, hurt you more. There is a saying, life is like drinking water, hot or cold. It's only the drinker who knows. Life is something you must experience for yourself. No matter what life throws at you or how you feel, learn to keep things to yourself. The world doesn't necessarily wish you well. Some people merely wait for an opportunity to mock you. A tree taller than the forest is battered by strong winds. Exceptional individuals often face suppression. Knowing how to keep things private is a sign of maturity and an effective way to protect oneself. Building resilience. There's a saying, it's easy to know someone's face but hard to understand their heart. The most unreliable thing is often the relationship that appears closest. Don't share your challenges and hardships with just anyone. Nor should you easily reveal your negative emotions or complain at every opportunity. Important matters should only be discussed with trustworthy people. In human relationships, we often tend to share our difficulties and emotions with others. But remember, don't easily reveal your true circumstances to anyone. Life is like a measuring stick. It needs boundaries. Relationships are no different. Crossing boundaries can lead to disaster. Even the Earth maintains a distance of around 1 million kilometers from the Sun. If it were just 1% closer, the planet would turn into a blazing inferno. Conversely, if it moved 3% farther away, nearly all life would cease to exist. The current distance is perfect, not too far, not too close. It provides Earth with abundant resources, a pleasant climate, and ensures it doesn't become desolate like other planets. The same applies to human relationships. Learn to keep your true self private. Avoid boasting or standing out unnecessarily. By refraining from complaints, we learn to balance life and prevent negative emotions from taking control. The wisdom of restraint. From a psychological perspective, relationships and perspectives differ. When others evaluate you, they often do so from their point of view. Meanwhile, when you assess someone's opinion, you usually stand from your perspective. This discrepancy makes it hard to truly understand others. Thus, it's wise to refrain from flaunting your complaints or hardships, and instead focus on nurturing inner stability and growth. Your internal state acts as a magnetic field. When you are strong and stable inside, you radiate abundant energy. While you can't control the complex outside world, you can manage your own energy. Don't let the emotions of others affect you. Don't bear the burdens of others unnecessarily. Don't fear the judgmental gaze of the world, and don't get entangled in complex relationships. When you achieve peace and calm within, you won't be swayed by the external world or constrained by circumstances. Only then can you find the freedom and fortune you seek. A sincere piece of advice, especially for women: never allow yourself to fall into a poverty mindset. There's a saying, it's better to have poor circumstances than a poor appearance. While the family you are born into cannot be changed, and you may not be born wealthy, never let yourself embody a poor aura. This isn't about material wealth but about lacking poise and presence. Life reflects both your material conditions and your mental state. A poverty aura often stems from poor mental well-being, which can gradually drag life downward. To avoid this, it's essential to distance yourself from 3 types of poverty auras: sloppiness, laziness, and negativity. The way we present ourselves reflects our values and discipline. Maintaining a tidy appearance is a fundamental way to demonstrate respect for oneself and others. Pay attention to your mental and emotional state, as it profoundly impacts not only how others perceive you but also your life trajectory. Messy hair, long nails, oily skin, a hunched posture, blurred eyes, and a lack of vitality. Such individuals often carry the attitude, "This is just who I am. There's nothing to change." However, the way one dresses and takes care of oneself reflects their spirit, and others often use that to judge their inner state. As the old saying goes, there are no ugly women, only lazy ones. Those with an unkempt appearance often believe life is already too hard, so there's no need to make an effort. What they don't realize is that everything operates under the law of attraction. A neat appearance and good spirit can attract good fortune, alter the surrounding energy field, and even change one's destiny. Neglecting personal grooming only makes things worse. It's often said, the outer appearance reflects the inner mind. Regardless of what you're doing, always dress neatly and appropriately. Even if you're just going to the supermarket to buy a knife, pay attention to your image. Some might say, I don't know what to wear to look neat and presentable. In that case, try on the clothes in your wardrobe that make you feel confident, stand tall, and exude energy. Those who lack confidence can experiment with brighter colors and notice the immediate difference. Avoid the complaint demeanor. In life, there are those who constantly frown, appear disgruntled, lack confidence, and exhibit no determination or drive. They endlessly complain, finding excuses for everything and being dissatisfied with their current life. While quick to criticize others' mistakes, they often refuse to improve themselves. These individuals approach work hesitantly and blame their loved ones when they fail. Negative speech, sharp-tongued complaints, and pessimistic energy make others feel uncomfortable. They seldom yield when they have the upper hand, driving others away. In folklore, this is referred to as the demeanor of grievance. People with this demeanor often struggle to find happiness in life. Women with this demeanor tend to complain regardless of their circumstances. Whether life is good or bad, prosperous or challenging, they always find reasons to grumble. A person's words carry immense power, and cultivating positive speech is crucial. A wise monk once said, "Words carry energy. If a woman learns to cultivate positive speech, she has already attained half of Buddha's essence." What you say repeatedly can shape your reality. Positive words promote good outcomes, while negative words lead to negativity. Excessive complaining alters the surrounding energy, making everything worse. Over time, such individuals attract misfortune. In psychology, there's an interesting concept called the positive language theory. It suggests that people tend to act according to what they say, and eventually, their words become their truth. When facing unfavorable circumstances, positive thinking helps find solutions, while negative thinking often leads to dead ends. Avoid the overly calculating demeanor. The demeanor of excessive calculation differs from intelligence. Women with this demeanor often have a shifty gaze and speak in ways that dominate others. They enjoy prying into others' troubles and gossiping about rumors. Although such individuals may smile, their smiles lack authenticity and never reach their eyes. They are overly calculating, unwilling to suffer any loss, and constantly measure every give and take, focusing on what they stand to gain. People with this demeanor often exhaust those around them, whether as friends, family, or spouses. They themselves rarely feel happiness. They don't understand that destiny has its course. What's meant to be will be, and what isn't cannot be forced. As Confucius said, "The noble person lives in peace, while the petty person is always anxious." Noble individuals understand principles, while petty individuals are fixated on benefits. Those who are excessively calculating often lose genuine connections and the trust of others. When collaborating, being too petty may cost you invaluable support and goodwill. Wise individuals know that yielding benefits to others is a sophisticated way to gain long-term advantages. A story of two friends. Let me share a story. Two people met while working in Japan. Their similar circumstances brought them together as friends. At the time, Person A was so poor he couldn't afford meals and was evicted by his landlord. In his most difficult moments, Person B helped him, offering shelter and lending him money to get by. Later, they both returned to their hometowns. Using their friendship, they opened a small restaurant together, while Person A opened a jewelry shop across the street. Although Person A's business didn't do well, thanks to Person B's help and the kindness of neighbors, he managed to keep his store running. However, as time passed, Person A grew resentful of his failing business. He began scheming and overcharging others. For example, he sold pearl earrings worth 400,000 VND to Person B for 5 million VND, over 13 times their value. Eventually, these dishonest actions came to light. Person B cut ties with him, and neighbors also avoided him. Left with no choice, Person A had to move to another city. As the saying goes, overly clever calculations often lead to no path forward. When you interact with others, excessive scheming destroys the goodwill you've built. In collaboration, too much pettiness costs you trust and support. Transforming impoverished traits. The 3 impoverished traits are not inherently frightening. What's alarming is knowing your flaws but refusing to change. Transforming these traits into noble qualities is entirely possible. Many believe that noble demeanor is exclusive to the wealthy or those born into prestigious families. In reality, it is not. A noble demeanor can be cultivated. It stems from inner refinement, a lifelong practice for women. Women with true noble demeanor don't need glittering gold or silver. They radiate elegance through knowledge and understanding, requiring no external adornments. Their beauty comes from the inner self and is reflected through their external demeanor. In life, we often see women with average appearances and modest material conditions, yet they exude a sense of nobility and radiance. This comes from the peace and health of their inner self. When you meet a woman who looks younger than her actual age, it is because she has a kind heart, her gaze is gentle, and her aura radiates charm. Women like this tend to possess great intelligence and empathy. They understand the complexities of life but choose to remain silent. Despite having faced many storms, they retain their gentleness and goodness. This is the clearest proof of the saying, "The face reflects the heart." Their choices demonstrate that kindness is the source of happiness and blessings. A woman who lives harmoniously but does not flatter others, who holds her goodness in her heart, may appear soft but is actually strong and determined. Do you know that grace and elegance can be cultivated? Good habits in life can help you develop an inner peace and an outward, confident, noble posture. First, always enrich your knowledge. The most economical yet difficult way is to read many books, absorb knowledge systematically, and practice it yourself. This will have a much deeper effect than fragmented approaches. Reading classic works by famous authors, listening to quality speeches, learning, and understanding more will allow you to accumulate wisdom, break free from the limits of everyday thinking, and expand your vision. Only when you can do this will your perspective widen. Keep learning and reading classic books to enrich yourself and raise your literary level. A woman rich in knowledge may not have the most beautiful appearance, but her intelligence will definitely be captivating. When the soul is nurtured by literature and poetry, the words she speaks will reflect her inner cultivation. Therefore, women should constantly refine themselves to become more elegant and graceful. Second, maintain an elegant and upright posture. Learn to keep a beautiful posture by standing with your back straight and limiting crossing your legs. You can try standing with your back against a wall for 5 minutes each day after meals to practice. Also, maintain the habit of regular movement. No matter what type of woman you are, just having an upright posture will give you an elegant aura. A balanced body not only helps you appear more harmonious, but also reflects high discipline. If you want to be elegant, you need to maintain a graceful and upright appearance. Third, pay attention to your outfit and how you dress. Your clothing plays an important role in your aura. How you dress reflects your aesthetic sense and awareness of your own image. No matter the situation, always keep yourself neat, clean, and courteous. This will give you an air of nobility. Fourth, have clear and flexible eyes. The eyes hold great power and importance. Practice focusing your eyes on a point 2 or 3 meters away or look at a leaf without blinking for 1 minute to practice eye movement. Hold an object in your hand and move it up, down, left, or right while keeping your eyes focused on it for 5 to 6 minutes. One common trait of noble women is their eyes, which have a clear, captivating sparkle. This does not depend on background. Many women with humble origins exude a noble aura simply because of their strong inner selves. Fifth, do not stay up late to maintain your elegant demeanor. The first priority is to have good mental and physical health. Staying up late for prolonged periods will disturb your biological rhythm, cause hormonal imbalances, and prevent your body from detoxifying properly. This damages internal organs, worsens skin, and makes you look older. Elegance will disappear if your body is in poor condition. Therefore, try to rest before 11 p.m. and create a habit of sleeping enough. Lastly, eat cleanly to nourish your skin. Eat more vegetables, drink plenty of water, and consume white foods like snow fungus and lily bulbs. These habits not only help you maintain good health but also bring out glowing skin from the inside, which contributes to enhancing your noble aura. White foods nourish the lungs, and when your lungs are healthy, your skin improves. Avoid eating sweets and spicy foods, and choose clean food to detoxify the body. Drink warm water regularly and eat fresh, colorful vegetables while limiting processed foods. Taking care of your hair is also important. In the summer, protect your scalp from the sun and perform relaxation exercises for your scalp. For example, comb your hair 100 times in the morning. Cleanse your scalp regularly and consume black foods like black sesame and black beans to nourish your hair. Accepting yourself is an important part of achieving peace. We are often influenced by external judgments and expectations, forgetting to listen to our inner voice. True wisdom starts with understanding and accepting yourself. When we are aware of both our strengths and weaknesses, we will find the best path forward. Accepting our origins, environment, and even the normalcy of our parents or children is not about resignation, but accepting reality. It's about facing the truth without blindly comparing and still loving life. Learning how to calm the mind is also an essential skill. The old saying goes, "When the mind is calm, the world is at peace." In today's fast-paced world, we are often caught up in stress and distractions. Calming the mind helps us to have conversations with ourselves, harmonize with the world, and find a quiet space for our soul to be truly at peace and strong. Nurturing gratitude is also an important factor. Value the contributions of others, appreciate them, and be willing to give back. Do not take the good things in life for granted. Be thankful for the beautiful things in life, cherish what you have, and grow in gratitude. This will enhance your character and morality. If one day you see a woman suddenly become more graceful and radiant, with a better spirit, don't rush to ask her about the cosmetics she uses or the beauty treatments she's undergone. She has overcome difficult times that no one understood, from innocence to maturity, and has returned to purity. Appearance may age, but grace will accompany a woman for life. The experiences time brings provide depth to life and add substance to elegance. Thank you for reading to the end. If this content has been valuable to you, please leave a like to support me or a comment saying that you will continue to become better. In the remaining years of your life, there's no need to show off excessively. Be humble in your interactions with others, making yourself stronger to welcome a better life.